What's going on, family? It's Charter Credit Wiz. Welcome back to Credit Talk 101, where we turn bad credit into better credit and confusion into confidence. Now, let's get into it. Today, in today's video, we're going to talk about two things, right? We're going to cover Metro 2 compliance and eOscar and why understanding the two will help you understand what's going on when you dispute things on your credit report. Metro 2 compliance was first established in 1997 by the CDIA. That's TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and Innovis. So the three major credit bureaus, and also including Innovis. All right. So they said instead of the consumers coming to us and saying that there are things on their credit report that shouldn't be reporting, there's information on the credit report that's incorrect, outdated, or inaccurate. They're putting together essentially a reporting standard, like basically a rule book, so that if there's any outdated, incorrect, or incomplete information on the credit report, it jeopardizes the information in all. So Metro 2 compliance is the standardized formatting that the creditors and the credit bureaus must follow when reporting your data. So that brings me up to the 5 points of reportability that the credit reporting agencies must follow when reporting your credit data. Okay. Now, you can look this up, you can search up Metro 2 compliance to get into the specifics, but it's hundreds of pages long. So I will just give you an example, right? You have a Verizon bill, and Verizon sells that to a debt collection agency without your knowledge and without communicating that to you. Now, that puts in jeopardy the information that's on your credit report because it was done without your knowledge. That's a prime example. Also, let's say date of delinquency, okay? So the date of delinquency is not the same across all three credit bureaus. That jeopardizes the information on your credit report because everything has to be 100% accurate. So if there's different dates across all three credit bureaus, or even there's two credit bureaus with the same date of delinquency and then one has a different date, it jeopardizes the information in all because all information must be 100% accurate, 100% complete, and 100% up to date. So that's why Metro 2 compliance disputing is so important, because it's so literal, it's so specific, and it was created by the CDIA. It was created by the three credit bureaus in the first place. It was created by the very ones that you're sending your dispute letters to. So let's get into what eOscar is. Let's talk about eOscar. eOscar stands for Online Solution for Complete Accurate Reporting. So we have Online Solution for Complete Accurate Reporting. Excuse my handwriting. eOscar stands for Online Solutions for Complete Accurate Reporting. So you might say, what does this even mean? Now, eOscar is the web-based tool that the credit bureaus use to run you guys' disputes, right? So when you send your dispute letters to the credit bureaus, there's not a person. People like to think that there's a person that open up the letter and reviews your letter and look at the codes and check the codes and do their review. That's not the case. Now, when you send your dispute letters to the credit bureaus, they run your letters through this machine called eOscar, and that web-based machine is programmed with Metro 2 compliance coding. So now you're understanding why Metro 2 compliance disputing is so important when disputing negative items on your credit report. Is because eOscar is programmed with Metro 2 compliance coding, unlike factual disputing and consumer law, right? Now, eOscar understands factual disputing codes and consumer law codes. However, it's like my primary language is English, and I understand a little bit of Spanish. I don't understand enough. I'm not fluent enough to understand everything you may say to me. But if you speak to me in Spanish, I might understand some things, right? eOscar is the same way. Its primary language is Metro 2 compliance. However, when factual disputing codes and consumer law codes come through, it does understand those coding. However, the best results come from Metro 2 compliance coding because that's exactly what eOscar is programmed with. So that's why when I was going through my personal issues with credit and I learned about Metro 2 compliance and I learned about eOscar and the whole process of disputing negative things on my credit report, I found that Metro 2 compliance is the best strategy. And literally every time something negative hit my account, I've always used Metro 2 compliance disputing to get it taken off. Metro 2 coding and eOscar, they go hand in hand. They're intertwined. Now, using factual disputing and consumer law along with Metro 2 compliance, now we're talking about adding an extra layer of protection on when you're sending your dispute letters out. Now, when I'm doing disputes for my clients, I use Metro 2 compliance, but I also use factual disputing and consumer law in my letters, just so that we make sure we cross our T's and dot our I's. I mean, we want to make sure that we get these things off regardless. That's the strategy that me and my team use. We use all three, but we put an emphasis on Metro 2 compliance. So if you're looking for a done for you service, please go to macfinancialteam.com or send me a personal DM. Financial freedom is your choice.